Coming up next, the matchup for the UFC lightweight division title. All right, here he is, the #1 lightweight contender, making his way to the octagon and looking to lead as the new undisputed UFC lightweight champion of the world. He has bided his time, waiting for this title shot. He's got the winning streak. He has the quality of opposition. Now he's fighting the #1 guy in the world. He believes he's the best. Now his opportunity to prove it, just a few minutes away. All right, here's the UFC lightweight champion of the world, defending his belt yet again. This has been one dominant 155-pound fighter, ladies and gentlemen. You know this is a belt that frequently changes hands. Well, it hasn't since it's been wrapped around this guy's waist. Given all the skills he brings to the table, the question is, fighting a challenger like this, can he hold on to the belt? If he can, just another chapter in the greatness of one of the best lightweights this octagon has ever seen. And now our tale of the tape for this lightweight fight. So 3 years the gap in age between these two fighters, with some differences in height and a similar reach. Now for the official introductions, here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Yves Lavigne. This is the moment UFC fans around the world have been waiting for. Live from the O2 Arena in London, England. It's time! 5 rounds for the UFC Lightweight Championship of the World. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a jiu-jitsu fighter holding a professional record of 14 wins, no losses. He stands 5 feet 7 inches tall, weighing in at 145 pounds. Presenting the challenger, Ilia Topuria. And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a wrestler, holding a professional record of 24 wins, 1 loss. He stands 5 feet 10 inches tall, weighing in at 155 pounds. Fighting out of Makhachev, Russia, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC lightweight champion of the world, Islam Makhachev.
UFC belt on the line. Protect yourself at all time. Obey my command at all time. If you want to touch love, do it now. Go back to your corner.
They touch him up, and we are underway.
You ready? You ready?
Yes, here we go. 5 rounds if needed for the UFC Lightweight Championship of the world.
Nice straight punch.
Oh, nice hook. That was a crippling shot right there.
Do it real tight, elbow tight, big check in it.
Oh, and he hip tosses him to the mat. Now we'll see what he can do from here, DC.
Right into side control. He's gonna try to control him, then find a submission.
Now trying to hip escape.
He's just trying to move out of this position off the bottom. Kimura is not the arm. It's the shoulder pressure that usually makes you tap.
But now DC trying to isolate an arm.
Yep, he's using the Kimura.
Nicely done. All right, dominant position here. He's got the full mount. A lot of different ways he can go here. Maybe try to find an arm bar or just get the ground and pound.
He can attack submission, but those submissions will present themselves once he is landing that brutal ground and pound he is known for, because then his opponent will start to get a little bit desperate to get out from under him, which will then in turn leave arms dangling, or he'll turn to his knees and get choked out.
Keeping busy here off of his back. Nice offense from the bottom. Oh, the ground and pound strikes continue to rain down. The opponent better move out of harm's way or the referee's going to stop this.
He better start to move, and when his opponent starts to posture, he needs to put his feet on the hip, push him away to try to escape this very, very dangerous position.
Side control now, DC. A lot of options at his disposal from here. Well, there are few things more fun to watch in mixed martial arts than these type of transitions and scrambles on the ground.
High-level grappling can really be entertaining.
Seconds remain in the round. Solid strike on the ground. Well, anytime you are in a ground fighting situation with this fighter, you're potentially playing with fire. 20 seconds to go. All right, side control now. Working off of his back here. Looks like he may try to hip escape. Second round, straight ahead. All right, so for one fighter, the round mercifully comes to an end as we look back at some of the action. What a display of ground and pound.
It's his calling card. It's exactly what he's known for. He's known as a brutal ground and pound fighter, and he showed you just then why he's known as that in the MMA sphere. He's the guy that if he gets you down, he will dominate you with positioning and brutal, nasty ground and pound.
All right, here we go with our next round, and thankfully for his opponent, it begins on the feet because his face was turning into mincemeat with that ground and pound in the previous round.
Oh, he got demolished, man. It was punches, it was elbows, it was transitions into the elbows. I mean, he had so much more knowledge in this area that although his opponent is a great ground fighter, jiu-jitsu goes out the window when you're getting punched in the face, and there was no better example of it than what we just saw in the previous round.
Strong bottom work here, staying busy. All right, so you gotta be careful playing on the ground with this guy. You don't want to mess around for too long. Man, this is some serious ground and pound. He's trying to put this dude's head like through the canvas.
He's one of the better ground and pound fighters we have in the entire UFC, and you're seeing why.
Now trying to hip escape.
He's just trying to move out of this position off the bottom. The Kimura is not the arm. It's the shoulder pressure that usually makes you tap.
He might get a finish here. And this might just be a matter of time. Not tapping out tonight.
Now it's his mount.
Oh, he keeps attacking that left eye. Now it's starting to close. Oh, big combination of ground and pound strikes here, DC. This could be the beginning of the end.
I mean, you got to be very careful when you take these big ground and pound strikes. You need a controlled posture on the bottom, and if you're the top guy, the guy that's looking to finish, continue to gain posture and rain down big strikes on your opponent.
All right, side control now. We'll see if he can advance position. Well, you know, I don't like the gi very much, but I have an appreciation and a healthy one for these type of transitions.
You can tell he's been in a gi at some point in his life with the way that he moves so freely.
I'm skipping jiu-jitsu next week, too. All right, he's trying to control posture here. Now trying to hip escape.
He's just trying to move out of this position off the bottom.
And he landed the right hand there. Oh, nice job using his strength there to posture up. We'll see what he can do now.
He's going to start looking to land big shots from the top.
Well, you got to stay busy on the bottom. He's doing it here. Nice punch. Man, isn't it fun to watch this dude work on the mat?
He's unbelievable how fluid he is in his motions on the mat.
All right, he's got side control here, DC. You know, he's got a lot of different submissions in his arsenal once this fight gets to the ground. Oh, he's got the ground and pound going now. Round 3 next. All right, let's look back at some of the action, DC. Your good friend Mark Coleman, the godfather of the ground and pound, would be proud.
He'd be very proud. He'd be very proud with the way that he showed his ability to use his ground and pound. He didn't waste any action. He did everything he needed to do. He was able to posture. He was able to control wrist. He did everything perfectly in his approach in that ground and pound sequence.
All right, DC, here we go with our next round. And how about the ground and pound skills in the previous round? His opponent better make some adjustments or Mom's not going to recognize him.
You're funny. He's got no action to change this because this guy on top is so good with his pressure. He's not even controlling your body with his hand. And that's the detail that everybody's missing. He's sitting in that half guard, and his bottom half is secured his opponent. So his top half is moving. It's adjusting. He's posting his hand on his face, dropping elbow. When he's able to pull back, he's throwing his punches. There is
now trying to hip escape.
He's just trying to move out of this position off the bottom.
The Kimura is not the arm. It's the shoulder pressure that usually makes you tap.
But now DC trying to isolate an arm.
Yep, he's using the Kimura.
This might just be a matter of time. Somehow stays in the fight.
Go, guys, work!
3 minutes to go in round 3. Oh, he's got the knee on the belly. Could be trouble defensively.
Now look at him jumping in to try to get the finish.
All right, he continues to bully his opponent here, really manhandling him on the ground. All right, working inside his opponent's guard here.
You cannot sit in these jiu-jitsu guys' guard. And you can't have one arm in, one arm out. Guys, you start throwing up legs, chasing triangles.
Fighter trying to pass here, ooh, but gets denied.
Gets denied. Great job, great recognition of seeing what your opponent was trying to do.
Well, you see all the grappling repetitions here. Just beautiful movement, seamless transitions on the ground.
Over and over, these guys are doing things that you see in every jiu-jitsu gym around the country. He needs to try to get to a half guard at least, at minimum. Try to go to half guard.
Looks like he's trying for submission now.
Recognize that when a guy starts to put his feet on your hips, you got to move him off, and you got to cover. You can't be off to an angle. Oh, now he's in trouble. He got it. He got it, John.
Oh, he got it done, absolutely. He finishes his opponent by way of submission. So the takedowns, the big storyline in that previous round. Let's look back at some of the highlights, DC, and got to be pretty discouraging to get grounded that many times in one round.
Oh, it's so discouraging because all you want to do is let your offense go, but every time you're getting dragged to the floor constantly. You're starting to get fatigued. He's starting to wear on you. Let's see what type of effect it takes on his offensive approach as the next round starts.
All right, let's take a look back at the replay as he gets it done by submission tonight, champ.
He does a great job of staying patient. He doesn't rush or panic. You are never safe when you're fighting this guy. You're in a lot of trouble. You're in a lot of trouble the entire time when you're this good in the submissions.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Yves Leving has called a stop to this contest at 4 minutes, 25 seconds of round number 3. Declaring the winner by tap out and new UFC lightweight champion of the world, Ilia Topuria.
Oh, what a moment there it is for the new UFC lightweight champion. I'm not crying. You're crying. Are you crying?
I mean, almost, it's hard not to feel emotional when you watch someone accomplish something that they set out to do so long ago. Congratulations to the champ. He did a great job in winning this belt.